Hi everyone, welcome to my first tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you that unique 3D transition. I like to call it a Ferris wheel because that's kind of the best name that I could think for it. But anyways, so this transition goes over 3 segments, so it's about 1.15 seconds. However, we're going to use 4 pictures. So really quick, I'm just going to merge these 3 together. And then since they've been merged together, I'm just going to import my pictures again, and make sure to import 4 pictures, not just 3. Okay, so now that I've imported my 4 pictures, I'm going to go to multi-layer. Make sure your color background is green or just any color that's not going to blend in with the pictures you're using. Press 3D, go to layer 1, and we're going to add a text. We're just going to add a plus sign. Any of these regular fonts should work. The color and the outline should be the same, and the outline should be all the way at the bottom. Then go to spacing, tilt your text so it's at an angle, and just move this second bar so it's not either too wide or too small. Just somewhere about here is a good size. Press done. Second layer, we're gonna add our first picture, edit keyframes. These left and right arrows, we're gonna move it 25 to the left. We're gonna make the size 30. And then we're gonna go to these downwards arrows and move it 10 to the right. And then just kind of move it in place here. And you can also check it like this. And another way that I like to check if it's really in place is I go to master, add master, layer 1 and 2, and then I just go to these left and right arrows, and then I just tilt it 25 and move it up and down a bit just to see if it's really in place, if it's really in the middle, etc. Now we're gonna go to layer 3, add the second picture, edit keyframes, make the size 30, and then we're going to move it 25 to the right, and we're gonna tilt it up by 40 to the right. And just like the second layer, we're gonna move it in place. For the fourth layer, we're just gonna add our third picture, make the size 30. Show other layers. This is just helpful in making sure it's in the right place. Move the left and right arrows to the left by 25. These downward arrows, move it to 60 to the right, and then just place it. For the fifth layer, we're gonna add our final photo. Size 30. We're gonna move it 25 to the left again, and we're gonna move it to 90 this time. So once you have your pictures all in place, you should have something like this. Now go to add master. Make sure you have all 5 layers in. Move the left and right arrows to the left by 25. Zoom in a bit. I like to zoom in about 120 to 140. And then we're going to go to these up and down arrows. I like to start it at 10 downwards. And then at the very end, we're just gonna move it all the way down till it shows the final picture. It should be about 80 to 85-ish. And then on the graph, I'm going to show you 2 different graphs that you could use for this. It's all up to your preference. So this is how the first graph looks. Alternatively, you can use this other graph. And this is how the second graph looks. So you can use either of those graphs, doesn't matter, it's all up to you. But once you're done, go back and make sure to save your preset. So share and then just name it anything or don't name it at all, doesn't matter. and then press create, and done. So you can technically stop here actually, but if you want a reflective, keep watching. Okay, so first thing to do to get the reflection, we go to new, multi-layer. For the first layer, we're gonna add the same exact text, except we're gonna change the color to blue. The outline, we're also gonna change to blue, and you'll notice, like, because it adds some sort of shading, they're somewhat different shades, but we want them to be the exact same. So what I like to do is I go to color, and then I just move down this until it's about the exact same shade. Press done. And then for 2, we're gonna add the second picture, third, same thing, just put in your pictures and then import the preset that you had saved. So we basically have the exact same thing, but now we're gonna go to the second layer, press color, and we're gonna press solid color and just make it red or just any other color. So now you should have something that looks like this. And then press create. Now the next thing that you're gonna need to have a reflection is an environment map. You can use one of these. I searched up environment map white, or just any regular environment map like these. Just something like this or something like this. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So once you have your environment map, just import it into Videostar like I did. Go to multi-layer, put the environment map for the first layer, press mirror, and just zoom it in just zoom it in a little over 200, because we're going to be keyframing this and we don't want these white borders to be shown. So go back, go to the second layer and press this new clip that we just made, and go to color and mask out the blue. Press done, and here we have it. Now to really make this realistic, I like to kind of mimic the movements of the 3D object. So since the object is moving down, I'm going to be moving the reflective map down as well. So I'm gonna push this up a bit, and then here. And then to make it even more realistic, I'm going to add the graph that I used for the Ferris wheel. So I used the second graph for my Ferris wheel, so that is also the same graph that I'm using for the path of the environment map. So now it looks like this. Go back and save it. Now we're gonna go to multi-layer, press 1, and we're gonna import our first clip here. The second layer, we're gonna add the new clip that we just made, and then mask out the red. And now you should have something like this. Don't worry if it does that, it's just a bit laggy. And go to color, blend background, and use this. You could also just use any of these other blends, it doesn't matter. Another thing that I like to do sometimes is I go to re-effect, and I go to brightness, and I just turn it up a bit. Quick effects, and then multi-layer, do the same thing, and then blend the background again. So just like that, there is your reflective map. So lastly, I've just added a background and this little glow effect, and this is how it looks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure if you have any requests, just comment them below or DM me on Instagram at VirgoYunes. I will definitely have a lot more of these complex, unique 3D transitions, so make sure to subscribe so you can have cool, unique edits. Yeah, thanks for watching.